10th of June, troops raided a suspected crude oil storage facility at Umuoku, or Haji Egbema local government area, Imo State, and destroyed in situ, that's destruction in place, 14 storage tanks and 30 jerrycans of suspected stolen crude oil and petroleum products. Then on the 11th of June, troops conducted patrols to a criminal hideout at Ogulangu community, Ohaozara local government area, Ebonyi State, where a locally made pistol, 2 cartridges, and 1.8 million naira suspected to be proceeds of criminal activity were recovered. On the 14th of June, one Mr. Emeka Kalu Chiowa, who was confirmed to be an IPOB and ESN logistician, critical to the prescribed group supply chain, was arrested at Afara Isiama, Umuahia North local government area of Abia State, and is currently undergoing further investigation. Overall, during the month or during the quarter, troops neutralized 12 terrorist fighters, arrested 115 terrorists, and rescued 20 kidnapped victims. Significant to military operations was also air interdiction operations. The Nigerian Air Force conducted critical air interdiction missions in support of ground operations during the period. On the 12th, following a technical fault aboard the Abuja-Kaduna train service, air power assets provided sustained air cover, patrolling the Kaduna-Abuja main supply routes, the adjoining rail tracks, and the Regina and Katari general areas before extending the mission to include a security patrol over the Nigerian Defense Academy perimeter. You recall that the Nigerian Defense Academy is close to the Kaduna airport. So all these areas were covered by air patrol to ensure that there is no presence of bandits to disrupt all these activities. This underscores the operational flexibility and rapid response capability of the Armed Forces air component. Then on the 19th, air power assets in the Kindandan area of Yadi Forest in Giwa local government area, Kaduna State, tracked terrorists on motorcycles to their forest hideouts and executed a precision strike, neutralizing the terrorists and their stores. On the 22nd, in the same Kindandan area, 4 terrorists on motorcycles were tracked to a hideout and neutralized. The feedback that we have gotten from the local communities in Giwa and its environs in Kaduna State testifying to the effectiveness of these air interdiction missions, which have significantly disrupted the operational freedom of terrorists and bandit elements in the area. For those who understand the security situation in that area, I'm sure you understand how significant these air patrols are. On the 29th, the air component also conducted airstrikes against terrorists in Niger and Kaduna states, neutralizing several terrorists following a precision strike on a 200-strong terrorist convergence at the Dogundawa axis of Shiroro local government area of Niger State, with wounded survivors sighted fleeing towards Kurug in Medawa. In Birnin Gwari local government area of Kaduna State, the air component also intercepted and engaged motorcycles conveying suspected terrorists en route to Kamuku Forest, thereby foiling a planned reprisal attacks on troops. Both operations were executed following positive target identification and in full compliance with extant rules of engagement and the law of armed conflict, reinforcing the armed forces of Nigeria's resolve to sustain offensive operations until lasting peace is restored across the Northwest region. Having looked at air operations, let us now look at another significant portion of military operations and another baby of the Chief of Defense Staff. This is civil-military cooperation activities. In furtherance of the Chief of Defense Staff directive to fully integrate civil-military cooperation activities into operational priorities nationwide, troops on the 14th of June conducted an agriculture support initiative at Dahuwa Primary School, Chamo District, Dutse local government area of Jigawa State, distributing 40 bags of fertilizer to selected farmers drawn from communities within the area. Also, the Civil Military Relations Branch of the Nigerian Air Force organized a one-day civilian harm mitigation and response seminar on the 2nd of June for senior and strategic officers to enhance understanding of civilian protection principles in air operations. The seminar emphasized that civilian harm mitigation is a strategic enabler rather than an operational constraint, with discussions covering its origins, application in asymmetric conflicts, and the importance of compliance with international humanitarian law during military operations. Relatively, the Nigerian Armed Forces supported the Delta State Security Summit in Asaba on the 7th of June, which provided a platform for security stakeholders, community leaders, and civil society groups to strengthen cooperation in addressing emerging security challenges. The engagement highlighted the need for citizens to move from being passive observers to active partners in security through timely intelligence sharing, especially against threats such as terrorism, kidnapping, cultism, and cybercrime. Furthermore, between the 2nd and the 4th of June, Operation Delta Safe conducted media engagements between oil companies and host communities, including Chevron and Warri Kingdom Coastal Host Community Development Trust, SIPCO, and Onwebum Communities and Wando Resources, with Diebu satellite communities to address grievances relating to contracts, employment opportunities, community benefits, and outstanding obligations. The mediation teams facilitated resolutions aimed at maintaining peaceful operations, improving community engagement, and ensuring compliance with agreed commitments. Relatively, the Nigerian Army also recorded multiple Chief of Army Staff Special Intervention CIMIC projects. On the 1st of June, a newly constructed town hall at Ikot Udabia Community, Itina local government area of Akwa Ibom State, was commissioned and handed over to the community. Also, on 4th of June, a modern primary healthcare center at Ikot Andem, Itam Community, Itu local government area of Akwa Ibom State, was also commissioned. Similarly, on the 20th, a newly constructed and fully equipped emergency pediatric unit was commissioned and handed over at Yobe Specialist Hospital in Potiskum. In the Northeast Theater, Operation Hadinkai, representatives from the UN humanitarian agencies, including the UN Office for the Coordination of Humanitarian Affairs, OCHA, World Food Programme, and the United Nations Children's Fund, also paid courtesy visits to the Headquarters Theater Command to discuss ongoing humanitarian programs and explore areas of collaboration. Discussions during the visit focused on challenges in delivering relief materials such as food supplies and cholera response kits to affected communities in remote areas, with emphasis on the need for military support to enhance access. In response, the Theater Command provided ground and air escorts for humanitarian convoys, ensuring safe and timely delivery of assistance without security incidents. These activities reflect the Armed Forces of Nigeria and General Oluyede's broader policy of complementing combat operations with deliberate community development and welfare support, aimed at strengthening civil-military relations, fostering community trust, and incentivizing continued local cooperation with other security agencies and operations. Now, having looked at the brief, I'm now going to conclude. The operational record for the month of June, as well as the second quarter of this year, stands as compelling testimony to the sustained professionalism, operational excellence, and unwavering resolve of troops of the armed forces across all the operational theaters. The armed forces neutralized 129 terrorists and criminals. 486 terrorists and criminals were arrested. 542 kidnapped civilians were rescued. 11 insurgents surrendered. 130 arms and 5,538 rounds of ammunition were recovered. Additionally, 7 illegal refining sites were dismantled and over 308,505 liters of stolen petroleum products were recovered during the month of June 2026. For the second quarter of this year, the armed forces neutralized 662 terrorists and criminals. 1,084 terrorists and criminals were arrested. 951 kidnapped civilians were rescued. 39 insurgents surrendered. 328 arms and 12,590 rounds of ammunition were recovered during the quarter. Additionally, 12 illegal refining sites were dismantled and over 464,268 liters of stolen petroleum products were recovered, representing a significant degradation of criminal and terrorist operational capacity nationwide. Notably, the rescue of over 360 civilians from unlawful captivity, including the landmark multi-axis rescue at the Mandara Mountains in Goza local government area of Borno State on the 6th of June, the neutralization of numerous hostile elements, the systematic dismantling of insurgents and criminal logistic networks, and the recovery of substantial caches of arms and ammunition, the interception of significant volumes of illicitly refined petroleum products, and the targeted decapitation of IPOB and ESN structures collectively represent a period of exceptional operational achievement across all geopolitical zones. All operations were conducted in strict adherence to international humanitarian law, constitutional rules of engagement, and the Armed Forces of Nigeria's fundamental mandate to protect the life, property, and territorial integrity of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Finally, the Chief of Defense Staff, General Tubonso Oloyede, GCOR, commends the gallantry and discipline demonstrated by troops across all theaters during the period. He extends his heartfelt appreciation to all civilian communities, members of the Civilian Joint Task Force, all local civilian vigilante groups, and all security agencies whose cooperation and invaluable intelligence contributions have been critical enablers of the successes that have been recorded in this month and in this quarter. General Oloyede reassures the Nigerian public and the international community that the defense headquarters will sustain and intensify its operational tempo against all threats to national security until every theater is stabilized, displaced persons are able to return to their homes, and every Nigerian can live in freedom, safety, and dignity. The general public is also encouraged to continue to provide the military and other security agencies with timely and accurate information to the nearest military formation or through our toll line 193. You are assured that all information that is received on this line will be treated with the utmost confidentiality. The Chief of Defense Staff also urges all Nigerians that national security is a shared civic responsibility, and everyone should kindly get on board and make their own contributions. Thank you very much for listening. Okay. Before we go, please let us just observe the 1 minute silence before we go. 1 minute silence.
Come and sit down here. Come and sit down.
So we alternate it once in a while. Yes, sir. Okay, lady. Okay, sorry. Vamos a lanzar.